What's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty. I'm back with another Raising Kanan Season 4 prediction video, theory video, whatever you would like to call it. The topic of this video is why Season 4 will make Raising Kanan arguably, and if not definitively, better than OG Power. Now, what I have here are several reasons why I believe Season 4 of Raising Kanan will make Raising Kanan better than OG Power. I'm also somebody who already believes that Raising Kanan is just as good as OG Power right now. And after OG Power, even if you have an argument against it, Raising Kanan is the best spin-off show, okay? And I'm going to explain all the reasons why Season 4 specifically will make it very known to a lot more people, and there will be a lot more debate online as to what is the better show, OG Power or Raising Kanan. As I believe once Raising Kanan as a series is over, a lot of people will be saying that it was better than OG Power, especially since we're getting at least 5 seasons. This video is going to be another banger. Without further ado, let's get to it. Now, number one, we had the incredible cliffhanger at the end of Season 3. Whereas a lot of people thought Unique was dead. I initially thought he was dead until the body never showed up. That's a common trope within a whole bunch of movies, shows, crime dramas, anything. If you don't see the body, then that person is not dead. But when Unique popped back up and he had his face deformed and everything, that was a great moment in crime drama history, especially black crime drama history. And it led to a whole lot of theories being created. I finally began to believe that Unique is going to be Breeze based off of the fact that they brought him back. But that's just number one, right? Number two, the madness of Unique and all things to do with his character in Season 4. We will get to really see the range of Joey Badass, right? As we go through the conflict that he will have within himself of trying to still be the man who he always wanted to be, and coming to terms with the fact that the way he was moving was wrong, as we see him begin to move completely different. And that will be not only because of his brain injury having an effect on him, but also him realizing, like I said, that the way he was moving was wrong. He will be conflicted coming from all angles. We will see how violent he's going to become, right? How less diplomatic he's going to be, since he realizes that being diplomatic didn't get him what he wanted, right? We're also going to see him dealing with whether he's going to reveal himself, right, to the people who he loves, right? There's a whole lot of character growth on an extreme level that we get to see from Unique's character and through the acting chops of Joey Badass himself. And attached to that, we will get to find out who saved Unique. Was it Stefano? The extra person who we seen throw the cocktail at Rock's place of business, was that the person who saved Unique? There are a lot of unanswered stories that we will get to find out the answer to, right? We will also figure out how did he know Ronnie and the others would be at the warehouse. It's going to be very fun finding out these answers throughout Season 4, right? We can finally get some of the backstory of the Mathis brothers, right? How personal will he take the successes of Rock and Kanan in the street? If he's meant to become Breeze, will he have a defining moment or clue that will finally let us know for sure, right? Will he finally have a scene where he is sitting down watching Jeopardy? Will we find this out, right? And at number 3, we have the possible tragic downfall of Marvin Thomas, as we will see the beginnings of it, as Marvin is likely to survive season 4, and if he's not, he will tragically die at the end of season 4, but I believe it will carry on before it all ends in a tragic way in season 5, right? Marvin Thomas, to me, is most likely to be the first member of the Thomas family to either die or go to prison. I'm leaning more on the he will die side of things, right? Now, I called it before season 3 that Marvin would be on drugs again and get back to making huge mistakes. It will be utterly heartbreaking to see all the character progression that was made by Marvin over season 2 and 3, just to see him backslide and get back to his old ways, and possibly even worse going into season 4 around the midway section, going into the end of the season. It's going to be terrible, especially watching him attempt to hide it from Jukebox and the rest of his family, because he still wants to put his family on his back. It's going to be rough. And relating to Marvin, next we will have Jukebox, who will definitely suffer a trauma equal to or worse than the religious scene in season 2. And we know how legendary and impactful that scene was. We know what that did to Jukebox, right? Especially the very impressive acting chops of Haley Kilgore, right? We will likely see the beginning of Jukebox villain arc. There's a reason why. We've seen Jukebox be extremely happy for the most part, besides the crystal bullshit, all the way up until the very end of season 4, where unfortunately her family shenanigans affected her thing going on with the group Sugar. That was only the beginning of the next set of hardships that Jukebox will have to face. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm definitely ready to see the beginning of Jukebox villain arc. And next at number 5, we will have the further development of Kanan's character. How will he level up in the game? Who will betray him next? Is Crystal really having his baby? How does he really feel about his father's murder? How close will he get to Snaps and Pop? These are all questions that will be answered in season 4, and it will make for top tier TV. I'm talking about peak power TV. This is what we're going to witness. And at number 6, dealing with my favorite character from the show, what is next for Rock? We can definitely count on getting some more great quotables along the likes of, I own you, nigga. We can definitely expect some more great quotables. But when it comes to Rock, we will have a defining moment where we find out, will Symphony return for her? I have a video where I feel like they showed us the back of Symphony's head and his big ears within the teaser. And I predicted that Symphony does come back to at least attempt to do something with Rock. But also, do Stefano and Snaps have a secret alliance that goes against her favor? I believe something of the sort. What will she do to keep Kanan in check? What will she do to avoid prison and death? Also, what we definitely will find something out about the history between her and High Post, and also DEFCON. A possible lore drop between her and Joyce Thomas about the Thomas family's past and more things to do with their father, right? Some kind of traumatic event that took place with the Thomas family kids in the past that has never been clarified. We can expect to see that as well. Also, how will she take the idea of becoming a grandmother? If Kanan even tells her, but here's the thing, Kanan won't have to tell her. Because if anyone else finds out, I'm looking at you, Jukebox, they're gonna tell Rock, okay? And when and if, you know what? I just had an idea for another video. I'm not even gonna say what I was about to say. Let's just keep it moving, right? Next, let's talk about Lou. Before we end this video, Lou is a very troubled person. How will he maintain his sobriety? Will he find love again? Will he be more savage than we ever seen him be? And I think we will. There are major issues that Lou will be facing. I also believe that he will relapse as well, right? And even though he will relapse, I believe that the way he goes out will still be different from the way that Marvin goes out, right? And last but not least, we gotta understand that there will be major issues among the Italian factions, right? The people who play the two most important characters between Stefano and the other guy whose name I forgot right now because I smoke a lot of weed, right? These are two very good actors. So we are looking to see some very, very important scenes from these two people. Safe to say, we are due for an incredible season 4, a season that will be better than the very great season 3. And it will answer a lot of questions that we've had over the past 3 seasons. And like I said, when season 4 is over, there will be a big debate online as people will begin to question and contemplate whether Raising Kanan is the best power show. Like, shit, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's gotta get that. That's touch my ink. That's on the dome, nigga.